A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope everybody is ready for the work week. Yes, man. So, a couple of cricketing stories to look at in this one. Now, we see where West Indies left arm spinner Akil Hussain has made another step up the T20 bowling rankings. The last time I remember seeing a West Indian that high is when we had Sunil Narayan and Samuel Badri dominating the list or dominating the top of the ranking. So we're going to touch on that. Plus, we see where Australia, they have named a ODI squad to take on West Indies. Couple of new faces and a couple of the regular guys, they are in there. We also see where the Australian coach, he sent out a message, letting David Warner know that he will have to return home to come and prepare for the T20 series against West Indies. David Warner was there with his team in the ILT20, the Dubai capital, so he will have to return home to get himself ready. Also going to talk a little bit about some of our bowlers in the ILT20, the South Africa T20 League, because as you know, we continue to search for a bowler that can help us in the power play. So those are the things that we're going to talk about in this one. Hit that subscribe button while you listen, right? All right, so first things first. Akil Hussain, he has made another step, my people. He has made another step and he is now sitting at number 2 in the ICC T20 bowling rankings. I am actually on the ICC website here and he would have gained 1 point and is now up to number 2. Ahead of him is Adil Rashid, the leg spinner from England. He has actually, Akil Hussain just moved past Hasaranga from Sri Lanka. Not too sure how he managed to move past him, and I think Hasaranga is even playing right now. So just returned from injury and is playing. But yeah, shout out to Akil Hussain. It's always good when we have our bowlers and our batsmen climbing the rankings like this. As I said, sometimes even when we're not active, I realize that we're gaining points and moving up. So ICC, they are probably the only ones that understand exactly how they do their calculation. But I always say, some way, somehow, the guys that are usually at the top or the teams that are usually at the top, they are the ones that are usually performing excellently, right? If you can put it that way. So, shout out to him. So he's at number 2. You would have to go all the way down to number 19 to find another West Indian, and that would be Alzarri Joseph. Alzarri Joseph is at 19, and if you go down to 26, you would find Jason Holder. So Alzarri Joseph and Jason Holder. Then you would have to go all the way down to 42 to find Romario Shepherd. But Romario Shepherd is slowly but surely climbing that list, my people. I am hoping that by the time we finish this T20 series against Australia, Romario Shepherd would have gained some more, right? At 56, you go and you find Obed McCoy, and Obed McCoy is currently playing franchise cricket as he continues to work his way back to full fitness. So quite a few of these guys will get an opportunity to showcase their skills against Australia in the white ball series. Talking about Australia, my people, they have actually named a ODI squad here. A couple of new faces in, and it's still going to be difficult to really overhaul them in this format, even though they are bringing in quite a few new faces. So Steve Smith, he will be captaining the team. Marnus Lamashane is also there. They have a guy called Xavier Barlett. They also have Jake Fraser. They have Cameron Green, Aaron Hardy, Travis Head, Josh Inglis. They have Sean Abbott, Lance Morris, Matt Short, Adam Zappa, and Nathan Ellis. So a couple of new faces in the squad, my people, but you can imagine that these guys, they don't usually get called up unless they have some good you know, you would call it first class cricket behind their name, or some other form that they would have to dominate to get into the team. So, you know, those are the players in the squad. Talking about the squad, the T20 squad, they haven't named it as yet, but David Warner, you know, a message was sent out by the coach. He actually did an interview, and he was saying that quite a few of the guys that will be needed for the white ball team, they are overseas, you know, and he was saying that they will be back. They definitely will be back. And according to him, David Warner is a part of that unit, so he's gonna have to return home to come and get himself ready to play against West Indies, and then a series against New Zealand as they continue to prepare for the ODI World Cup. Talking about preparing for the not the ODI World Cup, for the T20 World Cup. Talking about the T20 World Cup, my people, there are still a couple of things that the West Indies team we need to straighten out based on our last series. We won the series, yes, but you know, we would have realized that one main thing is we are not taking wickets in the power play. You understand? And if we do take wicket, it's probably a 1 wicket. You know, and we're giving away way too many runs, way too much runs in the power play. So I was looking at some of the players that are actually active on the franchise circuit. We have people like Obed McCoy, people like Romario Shepherd, you know, Jason Holder. All of these guys are expected to return to the squad, you know, and one of them or two of them will be Akil Hussain will probably be bowling an over 2 in the power play, you know. But so when they talk about seamers though, you know, Obed McCoy, he hasn't been in the team for a little while. Last time he was there, it was a bit on the expensive side. Jason Holder, he also hasn't done the greatest in the last you know, couple of games that he would have played. Russell recently returned. You know, Odin Smith. All of these guys are players that you know, you expect them to really and truly by now be good enough to hold down a team in the power player to pick up wickets. We also will see Mr. The left arm bowler there that we have, Dominic Drakes, is also active on the franchise scene. You know, he's another option that we can look at. But what we have to remember is when these guys come up against some teams, you know, when they face the batsmen, my people, some of these batsmen, they are opening in IPL. Some of them, you know, they're finishing off games in the IPL. So they are extremely talented. So I'm saying all of this to say that, you know, all these players that would have indicated that they are not available to go to Australia because they are working on them on themselves for the World Cup. I am hoping that, you know, they are actually getting into good shape, you know, because I was just looking at it today and I was thinking to myself that we don't really have anybody to take wickets in the power play or in the latter stages in the death over if Romario Shepherd is off. You understand? The spinners sometimes will do a job for us. But in terms of having that seamer that you can rely on, you know, it's not really there. We have Alzari Joseph, who is our out and out quick, but not all the time the out and out quick will be able to pick up, you know, the wickets. You remember guys like the Dwayne Bravo when we had him in the team. Obviously, I'm not expecting any of these guys to be a Dwayne Bravo right away. But, you know, we need people that we can call upon to pick up wickets. When Pollard usually bowl, we could call upon him to bowl some economical overs just the same. So, you know, I was just looking and I'm saying to myself, with Shepherd, Smith, Dominic Drakes, with all of these bowlers out there, I am hoping that, you know, and Obed McCoy, they are actually really getting into tip-top shape, because what happened against England where we gave away 70, 80 runs in the power play, 60 odd, 70 odd runs in the power play. We can't do that. We cannot consistently do that and think we're going to win games. Not all the time our batsmen will be able to bail us out like that. So, I was just thinking that hopefully these guys are actually really getting into good shape where they can help us out when the time comes. But I guess we're not going to know until we go up against Australia. But I'm going to leave this one right here for now, my people. Just continue to stay safe. Continue to support the channel. If you have not yet subscribed, you don't know, hit that subscribe button. Leave a like and drop a comment. Big up.